In this video, I'll walk you through the O2C-15 back-to-back order fulfillment workflow. This flow covers situations where items are ordered and received as stock but are already linked to a specific customer order. In other words, the goods are procured only to fulfill that customer's order, and they are shipped directly once received. Before we begin, let's review a few points on the diagram. First, you'll notice something called supplementary apps. These are additional or optional SAP apps that can be used alongside this process. Each supplementary app is briefly described on the diagram, so if you ever need to perform these extra actions, you can refer them here. Next, in the process diagram, yellow boxes represents SAP apps, while white boxes represents tasks performed outside the SAP system. For the prerequisite, material, pricing, and business partner master will need to be configured in the SAP system. Let's start the at the time of sales order creation part of the flow. To begin this flow, the customer will send a planned order or a purchase order for the product they want to buy. Based on that, the sales administrator will create a sales order using the item category CBAB. It's important to use this item category because if it is missed, the system will treat it as a regular sales order instead of a back-to-back order. Once a sales order is created, the sales administrator can use the Track Sales Order app to check for any credit errors. If there is a credit check error, the Manage Documented Credit Decision app can be used to release a block. If there is no credit error, the system will automatically generate a purchase requisition because the sales order with item category CBAB signals that procurement is required. The sales administrator or purchasing representative can then go into the Process Purchase Requisition app to convert that requisition into a purchase order. After the purchase order is created, it must be approved by a purchasing approver to ensure accuracy before moving forward. Now let's start the at the time of supplier shipment section of the flow. The purchasing representative will send the approved purchase order to the supplier, who will then ship the goods to a warehouse. The warehouse representative needs to know what to expect from the supplier, so we use the Create Inbound Delivery app to record the expected goods in the SAP system. Once the goods physically arrive, the warehouse representative will use the Post Goods Movement app to confirm that the goods have been received in the warehouse. Next, let's start the at the time of invoice confirmation part of the flow. After shipment, the supplier will send an invoice. The purchasing representative will create a supplier invoice in SAP based on that document, and then the accountant will approve it. At this point, it's time to ship the goods to the customer. The sales administrator will create an outbound delivery document using either the Create Outbound Deliveries or Schedule Delivery Creation app so that the warehouse knows what needs to be shipped. Once the delivery is created, it is sent to the warehouse team. They prepare the goods according to the detail in the delivery document, confirm the planned shipping date, and verify stock allocation to ensure that there is enough stock for the delivery. The flow then proceeds from P2F18 picking to P2F20 to prepare the goods for delivery. This is the end of the at the time of invoice confirmation part of the flow. Lastly, let's start the upon shipment completion part of the flow. Once the goods are shipped or ready to be shipped, the sales administrator will record the goods issue in SAP using the Manage Outbound Deliveries app. This action posts the goods issue, which reduces stock and records that the goods have been shipped to the customer. From there, the process continues into O2C2 billed to customer. This is the end of the O2C-15 back-to-back order fulfillment workflow.